want to pull you back in, man, just on one thing. So you identified running back was the position for you. You know, you was at Staffordshire University. You know, I've had some conversations with other people in the past about it, and defenders and people that you came up against at uni said that you were just completely on another level. You had no business playing at that level. You had none. And that's the feedback that I'm getting right from some of my research.
Turn up field, bap! DB just
Trucked him.
Our sideline going crazy.
Going crazy now, right?
Come on, they're like, yeah, we like that guy. That's the guy. I remember that DB. It was Richard Yancey.
Oh! You shot Richard?
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay.
Because he was the one that kept on punching the ball like before.
Yeah.
And then like I remember that my first year in NFL Europe, and like one of the quarterbacks goes, Jermaine, you know, a lot of guys in the NFL make money as a third down back. So you should think about that. And then it just stuck with me from then. So I just said, okay, how do I get on the field? I got to do something that the other two guys can't do.
Yeah.
But if I pick up a blitz and I read the defense cover and I pick up the blitz better than they do, obviously I'm going to be on the field.
Sorry, is this your thinking when you're now in NFL Europe?
Yeah.
Are you saying, right, okay, you
so I got too far ahead.
Right. No, we'll come back there. I just want to ask this question because you just touched on this bit. Your thinking at that point was in NFL Europe that you now need to bring something new to the table for yourself. Right.
Because it was just me being like when you're running back, you think you're gonna get in the field because of your running skills, especially when you got two Americans in front of you. You think you're getting on because you can run the ball. Nah, if you're not, you ain't getting in the field for that. You gotta learn how to do something that they are not willing to do.
Good God, let's eat! So, Ballaz In Da Middle, we're back. Back in those stars, back on the sofas. We've got a special guest with us today, but before we get to him, you got your man, Hutchie Hutch.
You got yourself, Royal, the hitting machine. And don't forget, once you're on here, don't forget to hit us up on our socials. That's Insta, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And don't forget to push that notification button when you're on YouTube so you know when our videos are up and coming. And on that one.
Okay. So we got a guest here today that has actually taken his career from uni, as in BUCS, the BUCS League, to BAFA. He's played in BAFA, short career in BAFA. When his skills were seen, he was swept straight up into NFL Europe. He took it from NFL Europe straight to the NFL. We have our man, Jermaine Allen. What's up, man?
I'm all right. You know, I get to sit down with you two legends. I'm just here.
My man just backed that one right back, boy.
He did. I mean, that shit right back into you.
I didn't see that coming.
No, not at all, bro. I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, I like that, though.
Appreciate that, man. So who's going to kick this off? You set it off, man.
You can say, all right, Jay.
Set it off, man.
I'll just introduce you there. You know, I normally ask this question. We always start with this question. What drove you to play American football? You had all the other sports.
I mean, I always liked it growing up when I was younger. My mum, probably like me like 4 or 5 years, my mum bought me a Philadelphia Eagles jumper. And ever since then, they've been my team. And then I used to watch NFL Blitz on Channel 4.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I wanted to play it because it just seemed fun and exciting. Didn't know any teams that I played. My mom didn't want me to play. She said it was too violent. You're not playing that. So and then I think like it was when I was at uni they started playing it, and then but like before I used to play basketball. So when I had that chance to play football that I've always wanted to play, I just when they saw that they had a team, I said, yeah, I want to play. So
Okay.
it just went from there, and then I enjoyed it. It was like it was new. It was like a release, and it was aggressive and physical, and like you had to impose your will on somebody else. And I just found that enjoyable. So I don't know why I did. So and then it was just from there, and then just carrying on playing, and then one thing that I mean, we just kept on playing, and then like I said, it was just more of the physical thing in the beginning
Yeah.
that drew me to it, and then the excitement that it gives you. Like someone makes a big play or a big hit or run or you juke someone, it was a different excitement that I couldn't get from playing basketball.
Yeah.
So basketball is more finesse and skill. Football's just like I'm just stronger than you. That's what it was.
I was just saying that though.
So listen, what question comes to my mind straight away is that if it's the impact, right? So how come you want to how come how do you get to be a running back? I'm
just
thinking,
about to ask that.
how come you didn't fall on the dark side? How come you were like a linebacker or a strong safety?
Because that's how he's talking.
You know what? I most of the teams that I've been on, I always hung out with the defense, with the defenders, the DBs, linebackers, D-line. I think like I like to play running back as if I was on like a defender, like I'm trying to hit you. Like they taught you, oh yeah, you're supposed to hit through the person. Oh yeah, I want to do that as a running back. I need to make a business decision, as they always to say. Like, okay, do I want to?
You want to hit them before they hit you.
Exactly. It was always they always said, "Oh, be the hammer, not the nail." So I took it.
Right.
Like figuratively, like okay, I want to be the hammer, not the nail. And then I don't know. Being a running back, it just you could be creative. You could play games with them. Like, oh, they're gonna think I'm gonna try to run them. You give them a move, or I'm gonna do something else. So you're able to play games with them. Like most defenders, you know what type of guy they are. They're gonna try. Most linebackers, you know what they want to do. They want to come down. Most of the time, they're bigger than you, so they want to come down. And then when you get one on them, then they think, okay, what is he gonna do the next time? So, but like I said, running back I just find enjoying, and then after a while, I enjoy more blocking than I did running. Like towards the end, because when they're blitzing, it's just like I know you're gonna do it, and I'm here. Because you know the blitz pickup is always tailored for the defense. The linebackers to win all the time. So you're just like no. So I took that more pride afterwards. Like I wanted to be a better passer. Yeah, because before I wasn't, and then it was. In fact, it made me realize it was my first year in NFL Europe, and like one of the quarterbacks goes, Jermaine, you know, a lot of guys in the NFL make money as a third down back. So you should think about that. And then it just stuck with me from then. So I just said, okay, how do I get on the field? I got to do something that the other two guys can't do.
Yeah.
But if I pick up a blitz and I read the defense cover and I pick up the blitz better than they do, obviously I'm going to be on the field.
Sorry, is this your thinking when you're now in NFL Europe?
Yeah.
Are you saying, right, okay, you
So I got too far ahead.
Right. No, we'll come back there. I just want to ask this question because you just touched on this bit. Your thinking at that point was in NFL Europe that you now need to bring something new to the table for yourself. Right.
Because it was just me being like when you're running back, you think you're gonna get in the field because of your running skills, especially when you're when you got two Americans in front of you, you think you're getting on because you can run the ball. Nah, if you're not, you ain't getting the field. Like you gotta learn how to do something that they are not willing to do.
True.
You are going into a realm of a whole load of things with regards to you being the European running back in a unit of NFL Europe running backs that are allocated from the NFL. Yeah, you're going into a completely different realm there. Moved from uni football. I mean, you graduated and then you went straight to play for Bath. You played for the London Olympians.
I didn't finish playing. I didn't finish graduating. I was.
Oh, okay.
What my first year at uni, my first year at uni, I just came to the old Olympians.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to play any games. I just wanted to practice. They're like, "Oh, you should play." I said, "Nah, I just wanted to."
I remember that. Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I didn't want to play no games.
Yeah.
I just came to practice.
I remember that.
Why, man?
I just wanted to learn. I just
wanted
wanted
to
to.
learn. Get it,
I put
get
myself on a practice court when it wasn't one.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember hearing that.
Yeah, all I wanted, I didn't want to play. I just want to learn. So no, you should sign up. Nah, I'd rather just do this, and then next year I will play. So that's what I did, and then like that year when I went back to uni, I just saw that there was I made a bigger step forward in like my abilities in playing.
Yeah.
And then because when you're playing at uni, it's basic. Like what you're doing is basic, and then obviously, like everyone always talks about the jump from one league to another league. You're playing in the uni ball, and then you go to playing at senior league. I remember the first practice I saw, and I remember seeing Clive. Like he had a receiver reverse.
Clive Lumbo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just saw him running with the ball, and then like he just had it in one hand, and didn't even tuck it or anything. And I was just like, wow. I remember seeing it. I was like, wow. And then everyone was moving so much faster than the speed was faster than playing in uniball because your reads are quicker. You know what's coming, so like everything just seeing that short. Like zip the ball, and I'm like, never seen it ball move that on the line like that. So you're just, and like the defense, everyone's just moving, and you're just like, so that's why I said I'd rather just
learn. Oh, so you thought, right? I'm kind of like out of my depth here.
Yeah.
Let me just stay on the sidelines. Let me take some mental reps, then go back to uni ball, and let me play at that level until you're ready.
Yeah. So I was like, I did all the scout team stuff. So I put myself. So nah, I'm okay. I do this.
Wow. So who were the running backs there that year?
So there was Roland.
Yeah.
There was Mike Andrews. Collis.
Yep.
Michael played in NFL Europe too.
Who?
Michael. He played in NFL Europe too. He changed his name before he was called Mike Sabanjo.
Oh, yeah. I know Mark Sabanjo, right? Yeah. I know Collis, God rest his soul, man. Me and Collis like this, man. Let's call that guy the C Train.
Yeah.
That's the C Train right there.
He was a lump, bro.
He could block like crazy, though. He got a good angle on that linebacker. It was over. Me and him in the backfield. Woo!
He was a lump, bro.
That was some good times. But yeah. So.
And there was Roland, and there was Barron. Who else was there?
And who was your QB?
Stuart
Franklin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuart. And then Coach Vic. I think Coach Vic he played and coached. He did a bit of both. And then I think that was it.
What year was that?
This was like 2004. 2004? Yeah, 2004. It was I think it was the year when I think Warren Keane, Adam, Marv, was it no? Or was that the year after? No, that was the year after. I think that was the last year before they went to like NFL. I'm not too sure. I'm not entirely sure.
Because my last season was 2023.
It was 2003.
Right.
Our last year was
Yeah,
2000.
and because that was gonna be my last, and because we had the gym at the time, and I said, Ad, I'm retiring after that, and he went 2004.
Okay.
Ad was there when we were there. Ad was there 2003. Remember when Scott?
No, Ad went.
Trust me, Ad was there at the back end of 2003.
Yeah, I'm saying
because Stuart Hare?
Yeah,
that
blew his
linebacker
knee-
blew his knee out,
yeah.
and Ad came in.
Yeah, but I'm saying his official his whole season was 2004.
Yeah, because I got game tape, man. I've got game tape of us in practice.
Yeah.
Of doing 9-on-7 and this
Yeah.
and that's when Ad came. That's when Ad was like, he just got into NFL Europe. Yeah, and I got game tape of that.
Yeah. So okay, that's 2004.
So just going back to your narrative and your career now. So what year did you play for the London Olympians? As in not
2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That
And
was
you
my
only
first
played
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
And that was it.
1 year and done.
1 year.
One and done, you know.
He didn't put no time in this league, boy. Just 1 year and then he was done.
One and done.
And that 1 year that you put in, you must have turned heads because you got to the bowl game, you won MVP, right? And as I was saying earlier before, I went to that game late.
The bowl game. The bowl game.
Yeah, I went to the bowl game late. And I went there with my man Simon Parrish, Simon.
Yeah.
And we heard about this running back because Jeremy kept talking. Jeremy was blowing you up. Neil was blowing you up. God rest his soul. This guy is a beast. I said, I'm gonna come down and watch who they're talking about. And as soon as I got near the sidelines, you took one to the house, right? But when
that might have been my first game. That wasn't the final I took.
Did you?
I in the final I never had not one run more than
Oh my gosh!
7 yards. Just get to giving me the ball. Like,
so it was against Farnham.
Yeah, it was against. I might have been my first ever game for them. My first game for the O's was at Crystal Palace.
No, man, this was an away game.
It was away? Oh, okay.
This was an away game. So anyway, so I thought it was the final. Sorry, so my bad. But at this game that I was at, it was Olympians against Farnham, it was away. You took one to the house, right? And when you took it to the house, it impressed the hell out of me because Michael Dunson was playing DB. Now, Michael Dunson ain't no chump DB. This guy he's a natural 4-4, if not 4-3 guy. He had the angle on you, bro. And you still made it into the end zone. And I was like, is this for real? Is this guy for real?
What was your playing weight back then?
In the Olympians?
Yeah.
Man, I struggled to get to 205. I couldn't, I used to TH said, what do you weigh? I'm like 210. He's like, you carry it well. I was like 203 max. I couldn't put on any. I couldn't put on no weight.
Right.
It was just hard for me to to put on any form of I was I tried to eat right and I just couldn't do it. My body was my metabolism was it was just burning everything up, so I couldn't carry it. And then so I was just okay.
So you 200 plus, wheeled on.
I tell you, I came, like I said, I came to the sidelines, and the first play that I saw was that, and I was like, yeah, this guy's
What was your 40s back then? Do you know?
Then I never ran a 40 back then, but in NFL Europe, I never ran a 40 before, so it was I've never been trained to run a 40, so I didn't no technique. I ran a 4.6, but then I did it again in Kiel, and I ran a 4.4. This was later on when I knew how to run.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, 230.
Because Mike's what? Mike weighed 100.
I'd say Mike was about between 170 and 180.
Yeah, I was gonna say about 180, but
that
180 being on a good day.
But game speed and man,
Yeah,
it's just
well,
different.
true.
Like it was hard for me to run the foot. They're like, oh yeah, you just run. But I'm like, don't I race against someone or something like that? Because that's what I used to.
Yeah.
Not like you have to conjure up all of this energy to just okay, I need to run as far this. So it was just different for me. It was a whole new thing, and then
Yeah, 40 is it's about that start. As long as you get that start correct, and once you're rolling, that's cool. But it's that initial start. If you stand straight up,
yeah, that's
you're
what they
done.
said. I just stood straight up and then
you're done.
Yeah. But like,
Definitely a technique into running a 40, man. Yeah, definitely a technique.
It's literally like you're falling on your face. That's how low they want you to come out, and then gradually come up.
So when you were in camp now, so you've graduated from British American football, you're now in NFL Europe. Tell me about how that process went. So was there like a European camp that you was in first before the rest of the team met up with you guys?
So like the Germany camps is like the week-long ones where all the guys from around Europe, they will bring them in and then obviously, but they did this, the vets will come in like later on, like the last 2 days, and then it's like all like, I think it's like the either first to third years or first to second years, like you have to do the whole week. And then, so yeah, the first initial, well, my first camp actually was not as a running back, it was a DB.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
TA wanted him to be a DB.
Yeah.
TA tried to send him onto the dark side.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
We
it
didn't-
was even, and I went to a camp, went to the camp, and then beginning of the camp, I was at the top of the depth chart. End of that camp, I was beneath the depth chart.
Was it at DB or a running back?
At DB, I never
Yeah.
never played there before. I remember Jeff Rambo called me up.
Why the hell would he want
he's
to
just
do that?
I wasn't big enough. I wasn't like I told you, I couldn't put on any weight. And then they were like,
you see an average back.
Bro, that don't make no sense, man.
No, but
don't
get me wrong. Like the guys that coming out of America, they might have been 200.
They're 200.
Yeah, they might have
200,
but they've been
210.
playing for donkey years,
Yeah.
and he hadn't started yet. That's the only reason he was trying to Tia was trying to get him on the dark side. 'Cause it's easy to go DB and play and learn than be in the backfield. He would never get on the field.
Yeah, but his career would have been diverted to playing DB for the rest of his life, not
Right, but
converting
he
back,
chose.
not
He'll
converting
tell you
back
that
to running
story.
back.
He'll tell you the
Because-
story.
Lennox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Lennox was a running back.
Yeah.
Turn him into a DB. The same camp. We was at the same camp. Both of us never played DB before. Got turned into being a DB. And then Lennox just embraced it. I did not. I hated it. I did not want to be in no back pedal. I didn't want to be doing that.
That's a quiet taste. Man.
Interesting,
It is a
man.
quiet taste.
Didn't want to
I
do
didn't
it.
know that. I didn't know this story,
I
man.
didn't want to do it. And
Don't blame me, bro.
and then after that camp came back, and then Jeff Rambo called me. He's like, oh, we think you got a chance to make it as a DB. Like, they wanted to bring me to the camp in Tampa. I said, nah, I don't want to be a DB. And then he's like, what you mean? I said, nah, I'm coming back to be a running back.
Yeah.
So, and I'm getting on holiday. So you rather go on holiday? Yes.
I heard all of
Like,
that. I did hear
I think I was just so like,
Yeah.
no, this is what I want. And then,
Balls of steel, boy. Because these opportunities don't come round the corner every
but
day.
that's what it was saying. Like, well, we don't know. Like, we haven't. I said, okay. And then that was my drive to
They probably respected him more for that, to be fair.
that, because I'm gonna prove you wrong. So that was my whole point. The next year when I played, it was my whole point was to prove people wrong. Like, if you doubt me, okay, fine. All right. We'll make you a believer at the end of the day. So that's what it was for me.
So the next year you went back to NFL Europe.
So this is before my Olympians year.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This is before your Olympians
So
year.
my Olympians year. So I got taken from So
take
it
you
was
from Stafford University
yes.
to NFL
Coach
Europe.
McCuster saw me at a game playing running back, and he come up to me, and then he's like, like you should come down to the combat, the trial things. I did, and then that's when they were like,
How old was you at this point?
19, 20? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then after that, yeah, that's when I said, okay, I want to play around. And then I had Coach Vic coaching me, so he had you running those hills after practice, push-ups, whatever.
Mm.
And then I that is prepared me for a lot of things, like playing wise, like the mental game as well. Like what it's not just a physical thing, it's like the mental thing that it instilled in us to say, like, doesn't matter if they're American, they breathe and bleed just like we
Exactly.
do. There's no difference.
You're so right about that. You've got to learn how to mentally get past that.
That's what it is.
Because if you don't, you're always gonna
Break
be
it,
thinking that you're inferior.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that will just flow down to your delivery on the field as well. Do you know what I mean? And I hold my hand up to it. I suffered from that until I got past that.
Because he was just like, they breathe and bleed just like us. You find if you see one, you go get him, and then after everybody else is gonna. Oh, he done that to him. Oh, let me rethink this situation for it now.
It only takes one.
Yeah, of course it does.
It only takes the first one.
That's how it was when I went to college. Same thing happened. They switched me. I wanted to be running back. They switched me to DB. I was like, all right, cool. But when I went on to DB, I hit anything moving, bro. And then from that day, there's like, nah. Bro, and I weighed 10 stone. I didn't care. If you came if you came anywhere in my vicinity, bro, I was knocking you out.
See.
And they respected me after that. Like I said, you just go for one. Once you go for that one, they will they think twice now. Okay, he's here to play. So I respected that, man. Like, you stood your ground and you went and done what you wanted to do.
But I'm keen to understand now that you turned that down. You went to play for the Olympians. Thereafter, you went to NFL Europe camp.
Yeah.
Not in Germany, but in the US.
Tampa camp. Yeah.
The Tampa. So you was at Tampa, right?
Yeah.
So that Tampa European camp.
Yeah.
My question to you is, when that finished, right? Was there like a European draft
there is.
It was.
There is.
Yeah.
I was told I was the first running back, but I don't know. This is what I was told, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't have no information on that, but I just they have a draft, and then
because you didn't know you were going to Hamburg, did you?
I didn't know. No, I didn't know anything.
Right.
Because my running back coach at Hamburg, Coach Azume, Patrick.
Oh, Pat,
he was
easy.
Like,
easy. I played with him in Hamburg Blue Devils in 2000. Yeah.
So like, he would I would see him every camp that I've been to. I would see him, and he would just give me these looks like, this guy give me these looks like, I'm saying, why this guy give me all these bad looks? And then he never. I think I'm sure. Like we did the national camp in Tampa. Like all the other Mexicans come, and the other European,
Japanese as well, yeah.
And then the other European players that are in college, they're at this camp as well.
Yeah.
And then I remember he was just always just giving me these looks like who's this and then after I remember I was in Adam Scott McCready's room, and then I was just I don't know if I'm gonna. I thought I wasn't gonna be, and they're like, oh no. Scott was like, yeah, he'll be here, and then looking at the window, you see the guy.
You get worried as hell. You worried about that knock on the door, right?
And then they'll be like, don't worry, you ain't going nowhere. And then I think it was got past the time, and then I walked out, and I saw Patrick, and he just So I'll see you. Like you're the one that I wanted, by the way. Like you was the running back that we wanted. I was just like, okay. So I thought you didn't like me because you was the screw. Like, look at me funny. He's just like, nah, you was the guy that we wanted. And then that was it.
So you wasn't. So weren't all the players like notified? Weren't you all in a room? Didn't you hear the draft?
No, you don't hear nothing. They just come and
Remember
knock
this?
your door.
Remember, it was all different then because
It wasn't different.
no, because remember Hamburg was the new Scotland.
Yeah, I know, but the process that I'm talking about, when it was me, because I remember this. I remember this clearly. Yeah, I'm asking these questions because I went through the same thing. And then all the European players, we were Shadow had something to eat, and then we knew they did the draft there and then on the same day.
Oh, see, I
We
never-
all
I never
they
went through
shouted
that.
them out.
Oh no, nothing like that.
So they shouted them out.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, and I remember in my situation, I remember they called out like Rowell, they called out Flick, they called out Scott Cooper. They said, "Oh, these guys, these guys are reserved. They're returning players."
Yeah.
Blah blah. And then they did like the first round. All I can remember that Scotland had the third pick. Scotland had the third pick, and so for example, it could have been Frankfurt first, and it could have been Barcelona second. You know, Scotland was third, and yeah, they called my name, and it was such a relief. Because back then I had a chip on my shoulder. I had a huge chip on my shoulder. I needed to prove to myself and prove to others that I should have been playing at that level for a while. So when that happened, it felt really well. But that is why I was asking you that question. But that bit didn't happen for you then.
Literally, they
You
just
were
came
just
and
came
knocked
on
your
the door.
Like I remember there was one guy. I think it was after the cutoff time, and remember he was running around. Yeah, I made the team. 20 minutes later, you just see him just walking with the guy. He didn't make the team. Like you don't. And then after like stuff like that, I said like I would never like celebrate or anything like that.
you actually know.
Till I'm there. I'm in my uniform the next day. That's okay. I'm here.
There must have been like 60 players, bruh. 60 to 65 players in this room, and they were doing the draft.
Oh, no,
And they picked, I don't know, about 30 players, because in that there was a total of 42 players that were going to go, 7 for each team. But some of those positions were already filled from returning players. So like, there was a big cut for us,
But we
man.
was in. I don't remember being in that room.
Oh, I remember being there, all right, man.
No, but I don't think we was in the room.
No, the returners.
Right, yeah.
You guys didn't have to stay.
Yeah, because I don't remember none of that. I didn't know you lot went through. I didn't even know you went through that to
For Shiza.
But his one probably was way better than you lot sitting in that room thinking.
Like panicking, man.
Yeah.
It's like
Straight the same day. Oh, that's
that's harsh, bro.
the last day of camp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the last day, like that's
I mean, you're going home regardless, but to put you all in that room and do it like that—that's cold.
that is cold. But camp was different. I mean, like, but what was different was the combined scrimmage that you do in camp.
Sorry, about what stage?
This is in camp. This is in same NFL you're at camp.
In the national.
No. After we were on your team.
When you got the whole team.
Yeah. When you're on your team.
Yeah.
And even before that, because they're like, "Oh, you gotta go to passing camp." I'm like, "Passing camp." What's that? Exactly what it is. It's just And then, but the combined scrimmages was different. Like you just normally practice against your other people on your team, and then when you're practicing against another team,
it's live, bro. That shit is live.
See, they were like,
that's live.
See, they said, "Oh, this is thud."
Bro, there was no stud back then, bro.
Hell no.
They're trying to make a name for themselves.
There you go. You practice the thud against your own defense.
Yeah.
But controlled scrummages against another team, you need to
they were like, "Yeah, it's just thud." I remember we played against Ryan Fire in the combined scrimmage because they stayed in the same hotel complex as us. So they were on that side and we was on the other side. and then and I yeah, and then so we had the combined scrim, and then like there was like we got into like the team stuff. I remember I said, got a run place. So I run, and then obviously like they come in and they stop you, and then you just, and then like. You know the defenders they want to give you the extra
Give
little,
you the extra
little
trying to
jab.
rip the ball out of your hands.
You're
and
walking back
when
to
they're
the
looking-
huddle.
Exactly. And then pop the ball out.
Pop
Yeah.
the ball out. I know they like doing all this extra stuff. And I remember I got back in the huddle and the lineman said to me, Jermaine, don't let anyone do that to you again. Don't let, okay. Next play comes, so I'm like, still in. I'm in the flat, catch the ball, turn up field, bap! DB just
Trucked him.
outside like going crazy.
Going crazy now, right?
Come over there like, yeah, we like that guy. That's the guy. I remember that DB. It was Richard Yancey.
Oh! You shot Richard?
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay.
Because he was the one that kept on punching the ball like before.
Yeah.
And then like I remember that because he came down as soon as I'm straight.
Richard and Leland Brickus, right? Yeah.
I remember that. And our sideline was getting crazy. They're like, yeah.
You probably thought, I'm gonna
get some game tape on him. Yeah. I'm gonna come down and lay the wood on this rookie. Okay.
Remember that. That's probably like one of the fun enjoyment things that I've had in training camp was that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so as we're talking about training camp, let's stay with training camp. Now you were definitely doing 2-a-days at that point.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Talk us through 2-a-days.
What the NFL 2-a-days or NFL 2-a-days?
That's my next. I've got another question coming for you, but that was I want you to compare the two. But once you with Hamburg, those 2-a-days, what were they like?
I mean, our team, our coach, he didn't like. He was like, "Oh, you just wearing like shells."
What, 2 practices a day in shells?
Yeah. But we never went full pads. Yeah, we never went full pads. Only the combined scrimmage.
Yeah.
We went full pads, and then obviously the game at the end. But the 2-a-days, we never went full pads because they were like, "Oh yeah, we don't go full pads."
But there was a couple of coaches that when we was playing were like that. They wanted to protect them, but ours were always the grind.
Not at London.
No, hell no.
And not at Scotland.
No. But I'm saying that I think Barcelona used to do that as well.
Right.
It's the same head coach, Coach Bicknell. He was
Yeah.
our coach.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was always.
So Bicknell was the coach at the Cedar was in 2007.
Yeah.
No,
Because-
before
because-
2006, and then he left.
Because Barcelona was gone as well, weren't they? What was
Yeah,
the
there was
team
no
there?
Barcelona.
The Centurions took them over, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't go but then the 2-a-days was about an hour and a half practice, and then it was like a half an hour break, and then going straight back on the field. It wasn't like NFL training camp 2-a-days.
Bro.
Like,
See,
in
so
2-a-days
ours
was completely
was
different.
ours was like that then. So we had the original 2-a-days, which is probably
What are you talking about with the
NFL because
yeah.
we used to be dead.
I'm telling you, man. On day 3, we were in ice buckets, man. Day 3, we're in ice buckets.
It was.
But I tell you, bro, at the ending of camp, I tell you, I was like, I probably came into camp running a 4.6. By the time I got back to London, I was running a 4.5. Easily. Easily.
The conditioning that you
The conditioning is ridiculous.
And then
if you can survive it.
Yeah. After like Scott McCready used to, Scott, come, let's run gashes. I did a couple, then after I was like, nah. You should go just run it out, dude.
So look, man, since we're on this point, man, let's just compare. So when you went to the NFL and you was in camp, and I'm not sure, so you're going to have to help fill in the gaps. When you were in preseason with Chicago, or what was first? Chicago was first. Yeah.
Chicago was first.
What was the
that training camp? It was like I was saying earlier, like the levels, like it's a bigger step from senior league to NFL, and then you get from NFL to the NFL, it's completely different because all these guys as big as you, if not bigger, running faster. They read everything quicker than you.
But that was my experience in NFL Europe. That was my experience in NFL Europe.
Yeah, so you get that in NFL Europe. So I got that in NFL Europe too.
Yeah.
But
it
then
goes
when
to
you get
another
it,
level.
goes to a completely new level. And then, because they just read it just like that. I said, oh, I know you do. And then it made me say, you know, I need to study more, like get into understanding, reading the defensive schemes and what they do versus what we're running. Okay, this person has this coverage. He's gonna rotate here. Oh, I know I'm gonna do this. Okay, well, they bring this guy down. Okay, he kicks him out. He takes him. I know I'm running here. I got to stay this side of him because he's trying to wrong shoulder it to go back inside for his guy to. So you start to read certain things, and then you'll read the DBs. They will tell you what type of coverage they're more than what the linebackers. The
pre-snap reads, right?
And then you read 1 to 2, and then you feel what this guy's doing. You look over there, and then if they change it.
So are you saying that you picked up that knowledge in an NFL camp and not in NFL Europe?
Wait, the playbook was different in NFL Europe because it's not as big. NFL Europe playground is not as big as the one in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I think in the NFL they can bring.
There's no restrictions on the defense with it. Yeah.
NFL Europe, they have restrictions how many they can bring to a certain side. NFL, I remember, I'm going to jump to it, when I was in New Orleans, but when I was in New Orleans, I used to read up to page, say, 20, study those plays for tomorrow. I will go to 30, and then I'll write down all the plays. I would draw them out. So, like, this is what Coach Patrick Azumi taught. He said, don't just read it, draw it down so if it goes through your hand, it goes through your head so you just remember. So I used to do that with all the plays, and then I'll read it again in the morning when I wake up, and then I go over it again. And then there was, like, one play. I don't know. For some reason, I was in the rotation with the first team when I was in New Orleans. And then I was just in, and then I said, okay, so kill the play to another play. So they did like a 2-play call in the huddle. So they killed it to another play. Okay, so it rotated to this. Okay, so this guy, oh no, he's starting to rotate. Oh, so I got to go backside. And then safety from the backside blitz, and I just went back there and like picked him up. And then Coach Payton stopped the practice. He said, you see that? This guy is ahead of all of you, look. Because he read the play and went backside. And he goes, you need to slow down because we're not that part of the playbook yet.
Oh, cool.
Walk back to the sideline. Like, some of the guys are like, oh, yeah, man, good pickup. Some of the guys are like, hey, man, you're making us look bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, my job now.
That's great to hear, man, because, you're there to win a job, man.
Yeah.
You're there to step on someone's toes to get a job. Yeah. And to do that, sometimes you've got to make plays.
Cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only become friends, I guess, once you made the team.
Yeah.
After that, everyone's out for everyone. Especially if you're not a first round, probably second.
I'd take the third.
Third back.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Sorry. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant if you get picked in the draft.
I'm talking about the backs.
We're talking about depth chart.
Yeah. What was it? How many backs were there?
When I was in Chicago, there was only like 4. In New Orleans, there was. But then, like in the season, it just went down to 3.
So, in Chicago, who was in your unit? Can you remember their names?
So Cedric Benson, Adrian Peterson, Gareth Wolf.
Adrian Peterson.
Not the other Adrian Peterson.
I don't know any other. I don't know any other apart from
he's older. He had dreads. He was the backup. He's behind. He was their second string running back.
So who was their first string?
Cedric Benson.
So Cedric, Adrian and you.
Garrett Wolf.
Garrett Wolf. Yeah.
So he was a rookie. That was his first.
And you.
And then
Okay.
And then they had 2 fullbacks, Jason McKee and Lusaka Polite.
Okay. So what happened? What happened
in Chicago?
In Chicago, yeah. I mean, did you play all 4 preseason games or?
I played in 2. Played in the first one and the third one. Like the fourth one, you're on the practice squad program, so there's no point. You're not trying to make
Yeah.
You're not like they have maybe like the last 3 spots on the roster they're trying to see, so they're not really trying to see.
Okay, so let me just fill in the gap here. So when you went to Chicago, was you one of the European players that were just going to play practice squad for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
year?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Got it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right.
So
I thought you went as a free agent. No, okay.
no.
Oh, okay, I see.
So then then that, and then yeah. So yeah, there was a. So I just played in like 2, and then special teams. Yeah, played in special teams. But that's special teams. I probably took it more like serious in New Orleans on special teams.
I can't believe he's saying this, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's saying this because when we was in NFL Europe,
I knew that was our bread and butter.
listen, the word on the field out there was, how versatile are you? How many positions can you play? Apart from your offensive position or your defensive position, how many positions can you play on special teams? Because the more versatile you are, the better chance that you're gonna make the roster, right?
Right. It's like what you do.
So you know what? My man at Hamburg, he must have been a feature. Was you a featured back?
No, I was in my second year. I probably played more snaps than the other guys.
Yeah.
I think I played more snaps, but I never started a game. It was literally first down. Okay, Jermaine, get on the field now. And then I was on like second, third down. I was off. Like first down, I went on.
Yeah.
Like most first down, I wasn't on. I never started a game. I think never had a. I wanted to have like a couple 100-yard games. Never had a 100-yard game.
But you touched the ball quite a bit, though.
Yeah, I got the ball. Yeah, they gave me
Yeah.
the ball a lot. Yeah,
That's the reason why he didn't play special teams.
I did play special teams.
He must have played
I played
special teams.
only kickoff return and punt return. Never played kickoff.
That's what I'm saying. He only played things for him to use his ability. Other than that, he wouldn't have played. He wouldn't have done like.
So you obviously definitely played special teams at NFL Europe at Hamburg for the 2 seasons, and then when you went to when it's Chicago, you did have experience of playing that.
Yeah.
So when you was at Chicago, during the season, you're now ineligible, right? Because you
can't.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you can't do.
So was you doing scout team, special teams as well?
Everything. Scout teams, special teams. Go on scout defense as well. I had to go play linebacker.
Wow.
I had to play line. I think it was like near the end of the season, and then like one of the linebackers got hurt, and then the linebacker coach said, "Jermaine, come. I want you to play this linebacker position." Okay, the guard's gonna pull, and you're gonna come down. I said, "All right, cool." And so the guard pulled. I came down. What? Coach was like, "Hey, you might be a linebacker. You just don't know it."
How much was you at when you got Chicago?
Like 230.
Oh shit, that's a big difference.
So how did you? So you're in the NFL now, and you're right 225, 230, right? How did you transition to get the weight on?
The weight on? I wasn't eating healthy. I was just because they said, "Oh, you need to put on weight."
Mm-hmm.
Because after my first year in NFL Europe, I was like, I remember I weighed in at NFL Europe. I weighed in, I was like 215. But I was like hiding bottles of water in my pocket, trying to get the scale up to me. look respectable.
I can't be on this.
Oh, boy, I've had it all down.
I did. I was drinking so much water, but then I couldn't. But then like you need to put on weight the next year because the coach was like, you need to put on weight because you're gonna play a lot the next year. My second year, I was like, and then came back home. I'm at home. Oh, Mom, you getting hard. You getting hard up, but you getting curry goat. You getting all this. I'm not eating the right stuff to build muscle. I'm eating takeaways. I'm not eating properly. So I put on the weight. I got to 230 where they wanted me to get to, but it wasn't like good 230.
Yeah.
But I could still move and stuff because just younger. I was always still being active, but it wasn't like a healthy 230. Like as in like a like for. But So I just, I don't know. I've seen pictures of me and it looked like I had like a stomach. I was just like, man, huge.
You never like that.
I ain't like that.
You never like that.
That's what they say. Hey, you have to put your hand in the dirt now.
I said he had a little stomach, you know.
I didn't like it.
So when you got your next year you went to New Orleans.
And then I trimmed back down. I was like 218.
Okay. So what was that experience like at camp?
That camp is different because the heat was in Mississippi and the heat is
Down south ain't no joke.
yeah,
Bro.
it's crazy. And then like the different style of head coaches. Like Lovie Smith is more chilled, laid back.
Yeah.
Sean Payton is gonna get in your face and be like,
I've heard
cuss
that.
you out. Like you're not doing whatever you're not doing right. He's gonna let you know. And then like if you get into a fight, he enjoys it. If you get into a fight, like he's like, yeah, so you're ready to play now.
Was he like that with his positional coaches as well? Or just the players?
Just with the play, I don't really. Maybe some positional coaches he would say stuff to them, but I don't think, from what I can remember, I'm not too sure. But like with players, you'd be like, yeah, you guys are ready to play now. This is what I want. I want you guys to. Now you're ready to hit somebody else.
Yeah.
So at New Orleans, is this the second term and are you still inactive?
Yeah, still inactive. Yeah, still the same thing.
Oh, same process.
Yeah, still the same thing.
How did you? How did you feel though? I mean, come game day.
Yeah, I wanted to play, especially when they played in Wembley. Like they were saying, we was trying to get you activated, but the rules doesn't allow us to do that. So they said like we was trying, like literally.
That makes no sense.
That's a shame, man. I mean, that is such a shame.
You know what I mean? I don't understand why they would.
I mean, that's what.
He said he would bring. I'm sure you'd been quite happy playing special teams.
Yeah, I would have mind place. But
See
then
what I'm saying?
that week in practice, they would say, yeah, Jermaine, run this play, come in for this play. So I was like, oh, I'm getting some reps. What's going on there?
Yeah.
And then they told me, like, you might be getting to play. And then I was like, okay. And then they just literally said, nah, you can't play.
Oh, that's a shame, man.
But like I said, they were trying. But like, it would have been like, said like, nice to, you get to play, but rules is rules.
But you were around that environment for 2 seasons, man. I mean, you lived it, you breathed it, you played it. You rubbed shoulders with those guys, you worked out with those guys, you won with the guys, you lost with the guys. You know what I mean? You've experienced it, and not many British players can say that. Not many British players can say that. But I want to take you back, man. I want to take you back to that World Bowl, the last World Bowl, bruh. The last World Bowl, 2007. I've seen the game, man. I've seen the highlights, man. And
You talking about?
yeah, you're talking, man. You got in the zone as well. I mean, how did that feel? I got close. I got close to a World Bowl. I got robbed. I got close in 2003, but we got robbed in 2003.
I got robbed twice then.
You got robbed in 2000. What is it? Talk us through,
I've been
man.
to 2 though.
You been to 2?
I've been to 2 World Bowls.
Talk us through, man.
First one for Amsterdam. Like after our season finished, my first season.
Oh, they picked you up.
Yeah. They was getting home. I was on the bus.
Man's got stories, boy.
Yeah, I was on the bus. It was on the bus, like driving from Hamburg to Frankfurt to go to the airport to go home. And I remember, there was no Thule.
Thule.
Thule's out.
I played with
you
Thule
played with-
at Hamburg in 2000. Yeah.
So Thule's like he's like the operations manager for the team.
Right.
So like Thule was like, Jermaine for the phone. Jermaine, Amsterdam want you to go play for them. It's like, well, can't just go home. Like I had,
All right.
Okay.
I had that no I was like,
Where's the time, man? Damn it. I was like, where's the time?
I was like, oh, can't I just go home? And I was like, and he's like, hold on 1 second. Comes back, goes away, comes back. It's like, yeah. Hello? They asked you to go play, so you're going. That was TA. And then I was like, okay. And then I ended up because they only had one running back.
Oh my!
And then
days,
I
what
got
an
to play there as
opportunity,
well.
man.
And I got when I got there, got to the hotel they was in,
Yeah.
that night, the running back coach and of his course going over the plays. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to learn these because you're playing. And then
What an opportunity!
trying to get
man.
rid of one playbook and pick up another
Brilliant.
playbook. And then I got to play in that World Bowl. Like there's only 2 running backs playing.
Did you wear your number? Did you get 22?
No, they gave me 28.
I gave you 28. Okay.
No, I know Hamburg was 21.
21. Sorry, yeah, 21.
And then they gave me 28. But like the second World Bowl it was different because it was your team. Like you gone through the whole process.
Season, the whole
You know what I mean?
season.
You did all the camps, the training, every week in, week out. You're together. You're chilling. You going here. You go to this place. You're like, man, this linebacker we had a ritual. Like every Friday, we would walk to McDonald's. I walk to McDonald's, order the same food, eat it there, walk back. Because we did that because I think we lost 2 games in a row, and we just ended up going. It's like, now we have to keep on going.
Yeah.
So we just kept in, like everywhere we went, we did the same thing.
It's funny how we have these rituals, you know.
We did.
But it reminds me of him saying that reminds me of Chad Ochocinco
Yeah.
from Cincinnati. He won
Yeah.
85.
Yeah.
That's all he lived on, Mickey D's. That's all he lived on, bro. Yeah.
So it was just that was just a ritual that we just kept on riding with.
Man, listen, I unfortunately, bro, we've got to draw breaks, man. We got to like slot 50 pence in the meter, man, because we're getting kicked out and run out of time.
Yeah, that was
That was, listen, good talking to you, man. That was really good. Right, so, bro, that's it. We're done. Unfortunately, time has run out, but that saying.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say
do your thing.
Okay. Good rice, good meat. Good God.
Let's eat.
In the middle of ballers in the middle, and then we just need to jump. Yeah, we're literally finishing up this right now, yeah? Yeah. I know we've run over a little bit, my bad. We're just gonna do one on this now,
Jam.
Remember the last time we did this with Andy, and I said to myself, I look kind of big, man.
I'm small as
I'm
glad I'm sitting right here, bro.
Yeah, man.
How you gonna take this as a picture, bro?
No, we'll just take a still. I'll just do a still of it. We just look into the camera, smile. Let's eat! So I'll just tell Pep we'll be out in 5. Yeah, Pep we're going to be out in 5, yeah.